got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated.
Hey guys, just before this video starts, if any of you guys are looking to buy or sell any cheap Rocket League credits, blueprints, items, basically anything you want, AOEAH is a third-party website that buys and sells Rocket League items. If you want to check it out, use the link in the description and use code XYZ on your checkout for 6% off your order. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a pretty crazy video if you ask me, but we are getting an in-depth look at the richest and most valuable banned account in Rocket League history. So pretty much before we get into things, you guys are probably wondering how much is roughly on this account. And at the time it was banned, it had been looked at by me and a couple other traders that were higher ups in BOSF. It's a trading community Discord that I've been friends with most of them for a long time. And we had kind of all came to the evaluation of anywhere between 20 and 30,000 US dollars as the evaluation for this count. And you guys are probably wondering, how did this happen? So I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. It's pretty much a very quick backstory as to how this account was banned. So originally, this account, this is one of my accounts. And pretty much, I had just logged in one day. It was a couple days before Christmas, I'm pretty sure. And just for some reason, out of nowhere, I couldn't trade. Didn't know why. I didn't get any notification or anything. I just couldn't trade. After a couple days of this glitch happening, I thought it was just a glitch. I contacted Sonic's support trying to figure out, why I couldn't trade. Because, I could go into trade menus and everything. It's just anytime the trade tried to go through, it said, error, trade could not be processed, error communicating with the servers or something. Like a normal error message. And after communicating with Sonic's support, they told me the account was trade banned for cash trades. Kind of makes sense. Almost every single big trader, buys and sells alpha items, buys and sells credits and stuff. You know what you're getting into when you do it. But a few months down the line, we had kind of, a good 20 or 30 of us had all been trade banned at the same time. And it had kind of been traced to one person was supplying, at the time, tens of thousands of keys to all of us each, which to nowadays would translate to millions of credits to each of us, which is a lot if you think about it. And we kind of all realized that we were all primarily getting our keys from him at the time. And we were all buying them from him, and it came out a few months after all this that he had been working behind closed doors, obviously, with phishing scammers. So it was very unfortunate to find out that he basically was buying a bunch of credits from phishers, and what Rocket League tends to do is if someone's account gets phished, usually that account that is the first transfer of items, like when you take someone's account and they try to steal your items and trade them to their own account, that first account usually gets banned. So what they started doing is trading them through a chain of accounts, and then Psyonix started banning all of the accounts that those items went through, primarily the credits, because those were the biggest thing and easiest thing for Psyonix to track. And pretty much it went through the Fisher to this one guy. His name is Imprezzo. I'm pretty sure he hasn't been around for a long time. So basically, this Imprezzo guy, he was buying from the Fishers and then reselling to a lot of the bigger traders in the community. And he was one of the most affordable sellers at the time, for the most part, other than directly buying from scammers, which I felt was pretty unethical to do. So, granted, it turns out I was basically buying from the Fishers without them telling me where they were getting their credits from, which kind of sucked. But basically, the Fishers sold the items or the credits to him, and then he sold to everyone. A lot of us got trade banned and banned. But I figured today we're going to take a look at what was on my account at the time of being banned. And this has just been a trade ban, so a lot of you guys are probably wondering, what's the difference between a ban and a trade ban, a lot of you are asking. So realistically, I can still play the game. I can still open crates. I can still do trade ups. I can do everything that a normal player can, except I just cannot trade with any other people now. That's the only difference between a trade ban and a normal player, is just that I can't trade. Then a full ban is like the higher level where you literally can't do anything. You can't open crates. You can't play games at all. You can't do trade ups. You cannot do anything. So luckily, I can still open crates and stuff on this account. But let's go ahead and kind of showcase what is on this account. Now, obviously, you guys see there's gold stones and gold rush. Those are the first two huge ticket items, which really, really hurt, if I'm being honest. And obviously, I had my, at the time now, there's only about 6,800 of these golden crates, but I think at the time of being banned, I had like, I want to say 10 or 11,000, maybe 12,000. I can't exactly remember. But again, these crates go for like $1 each nowadays. So you can do the math on what they're worth right there. And oh geez, let's just get into things and scroll through. I mean, as you see, tons of painted 20XX decals, tons of score, striker, tactician, a bunch of different assorted striker and score RLCS items. I have the Aero Mage Pros. I'm just going to show you right now. I have every single pro wheel, like the RLCS reward wheel, except for Descendium Pros. I have Aero Mage, Emerald Pros, Mendoza, Metal Star, Mothership, and Sovereign Pro. And yeah, it just kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, I was doing cash trades and breaking TOS. I knew what I was getting into at the end of the day, so it's a risk that, everyone takes. A lot of rare decals, and this is where it hurts. This is where it hurts. All of these certified painted apexes. Like, look here, there's how many rows are score? Okay, so there's 11 different score painted apexes. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 striker painted apexes. Ooh, that hurts a bit. And just a bunch of other random certifications like Victor and stuff, and then some uncertified. It's like, oh, this is not going to be a fun video to go through. So many painted exotics are on here. A bunch of ARAs, a bunch of Rocket Pass items, a bunch of black markets. I have publicly stated in the past that if Psyonix ever unbans my account, I will be personally giving away every single black market that's on this account. So that's 305 black markets. So if I ever get my trade ban removed, I will be giving away 300 black markets on the channel here. I don't know if I'm going to do a stream event or what I'm going to do for that, but we'll see. There's a bunch of painted Balakaras, a bunch of beach parties, bunch of biomasses, more Rocket Pass items, Blast Rays. Blast Rays, a little side note, Blast Rays were one of my favorite RLCS rewards. Personally, like I liked the look of them, and they were pretty cheap, so I bought a lot of the Striker set. I don't know, I'm missing probably like 4 or 5 colors. I bought all the ones that I liked personally, so I was happy with it. A bunch of other miscellaneous items, titanium white breakouts and stuff, a lot of rares. Skip through all the rares. Yeah, a bunch of assorted random items. 7 bubblies. Like I was saying, guys, 300 black markets. Striker cauldrons. I guess the item shop hit and kind of killed some of them, but these used to be worth a good chunk of change back in the day. They're pretty hard to find. A bunch of painted imports, more assorted items, 6 unpainted chameleons. I don't know why I said painted. They can't even come painted. Bunch of different other assorted items. There's a lot of big ticket items. I'll mainly just be scrolling through and then showcasing the big ticket items. We got a Crux, but that's trade locked anyways. More Assorted items. Ooh. Decenniums were pretty good. I had a score black Decennium. 2 sweepers, a tactician, a victor, and 6 normal ones, and a striker titanium white. It's like, geez, there's so much on here. Luckily, I didn't have a striker black dicey at the time. That would have been a good few $100. So, you know, that's at least I didn't get screwed over fully. But yeah, I had a gold rush and gold stones, which is even just those two alone, I think is around like $8,000 together, or $9,000 right about now. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been keeping up with alpha prices, but yeah, that's at least 8 or 9,000 of just those two items. Striker White Phantasmo. A lot of people would probably overlook this item. I just like the Dominus Titanium White Phantasmo, and I got a Striker one for probably like 10, 15 keys. And there was only a few that existed that I had found. So it's a super rare item, but I just personally like it. It's not worth a ton, but it is just almost impossible to find if you do want it. So I was happy to pick that up. I have my Striker White Dominus RLCS. I picked this up within the first 3 days of this decal ever releasing. I'm pretty sure it was the first ever Titanium White Striker Dominus RLCS, and that had hit the game. And I bought it for 5 keys. Yeah, 5 keys way back then. Obviously, it's re-released a few times, and the prices crashed since when it used to be, you know, a good 50 plus keys, but it was still a fun item to have. And I say keys, if you guys are newer to the game, the currency, it wasn't always credits. It used to be keys, and then keys got converted into credits. For every 1 key you had, it got converted into 100 credits. So that's kind of a little way to translate some things I'm saying, because if I say I bought something for a certain amount of keys, it's just multiply it by 100, and that's how many credits I paid, basically. A lot of painted Dracos. A lot of painted Dracos. Then some RLCS stuff. Ooh, we got 8 Dueling Dragons here, and the Lime one from the shop. Bunch more random miscellaneous items. Some Electro Shocks just chilling in there. The Emerald Pros. Oh, wait, Emeralds, yeah. Score White Emeralds, those are decent. Just a handful of other white and black certified emeralds. Nothing too crazy. Let's see, what else? We're only in the E's. That's the crazy thing. Is we've been scrolling for 12 minutes now, and we're only in the E's so far, and everything's alphabetically organized, obviously. It's just there were so many items on here. 4 Fire Gods, a bunch of Fire Plugs, jeez, some Fireworks. Still just scrolling on through. Oh my gosh, I had so many items. Fusions. I loved fusions. Fun fact, the original Zagtoys DLC, I opened up some Zagtoys the other day that had the Z-Plate codes in them, or at least the chance at getting them with the rares. The original RLCS, Rocket League Zagtoys DLCs had this boost called the Cold Fusion, and I loved it. It was like my favorite boost. Like I would use it on the blue team and have my Gold Rush on the orange team, and I loved it. And I always had said I wish there were painted versions. And then they came out with these. The Fusion boost is actually just a copy of the Cold Fusion, just with painted variants, and they made it an RLCS drop. So it's a little fun fact for you guys. Yeah, I bought a bunch of these because they were super cheap and they were one of my favorite boosts in the game, so I picked up a bunch of them. And we still have just a bunch of other random items. Pretty much just going to scroll through most of these things. Black Gravity Bomb, that was in the shop. A bunch of black and white grip strides. Those have been going up in price quite a bit. I see a lot of people have been talking about them lately. Heatwave, one of the best decals in the game to this day, and it was one of the first ones ever released. Kind of crazy how something can stick around that well for that long of a time. Titanium White Hextide, Striker Burnt Sienna, Crimson, bunch of painted Hextides. Oof, some Hex, bunch of Hex Phases, Hikaris, Heroes, More miscellaneous Rocket Pass items. Ooh, hot rods. These used to be, I don't know why, the Striker White shot up in price out of nowhere, and I ended up selling it. I used to have one, but I had sold it before I got trade banned, obviously. These used to be, like the Striker ones used to be super expensive just because they were super rare. They weren't like anything people liked. They weren't anything crazy. It's just that they were hard to find, so they shot up in price. It's kind of funny to see that. How that works. Even a bad item, if it's super rare, people will pay anything for it. Bunch more miscellaneous items. Some Black Invaders. Yeah, we're going to get into some non-crate exotics later, guys. Trust me. Veloci's. Oh, I love that wheel. So you'll see how many black Veloci's I have later in this video. Oh, jeez. A bunch more miscellaneous random items. Oh, jeez. It's crazy to just look back at how many items I had. Like, my inventory was huge. I didn't even realize it. Oh my gosh. I had a Striker Lobo set way back in the day. I sold everything except like the titanium white, I'm pretty sure, and the black. Did I keep a black one? I should have. I guess I didn't. Oh, black Lobos. They used to be so clean. They're such a throwback. Crimson Loopers. Again, such a throwback. Oh my gosh. Bunch of Striker painted loopers. God, I love this wheel. This is just a trip down memory lane for nostalgia right now. I enjoy this. You know, it's been a while since I just looked through this account. A bunch of different painted mainframes. Some Striker Crimson, Striker Lime, Striker Pink. Show off Titanium White. Some Scorer ones. Jeez. Man. To think if I was still able to trade, the amount of value in this account is just crazy. Bunch of different Scorer and Striker painted Meridians. Oh, jeez. Striker White, Striker Black. It's a shame, man. Black Metal Stars, 5 of them. Pretty good. Some more miscellaneous items. Alright. Some Black Neptunes, nothing crazy. Black Neuro Agitator, pretty good. Alright. Bunch of painted Octanes. I'm pretty sure I only had a couple titanium white ones on here. I had my Score one that I always use, and then another Score one that I just don't use. A few Strikers, but nothing crazy. I say that, but there's still like 50 Octanes there. Oh, jeez. Dune Racers. I only have my lime, a sky blue, and a pink, and an orange. I did not have a bunch of titanium white ones, luckily. Those were on a storage account at the time, which... Yeah, to put into perspective, I had about another 10 grand worth of items on a storage account when this account had been banned. So if I had everything on just one account, oh, that would have been a scary thing. I've pretty much sold everything on all my other accounts, though, just because I don't want to risk another ban, you know? And losing this amount of value would be terrible. Score White RLCS, a bunch of different Striker and Score, painted RLCS Octanes, Striker White RLCS Octane. Oh, man, and there's a stack of 11 of them. Yeah, that's like 15, 16 different painted white Octane RLCS decals. Jeez. Titanium White Octane Thanatos. And do I have a Striker one? No, I didn't. I had sold it for like 200 keys, which would be about 20,000 credits, I think. Now, yeah, that'd be 20,000 credits. Back when White Thanatos was huge, it was the most expensive decal in the game, Striker White Octane Thanatos, because only like 5 existed way back when. Gosh, crazy times. This is fun, you know, because this isn't just looking at the old items, it's remembering the good times with them and the stories and all the good old trading days way back when. Oh, jeez. So unfortunate. Bunch of Striker Pulsus wheels. The Pulsus wheel was the first item I ever pulled from a crate. When I first started my trading journey, my dad had given me $5 to open up 5 crates. I bought 5 keys, opened up 5 crates, and I got a regular unpainted Pulsus wheel. And I traded from that to everything you see in this account, plus a lot more on the side as well. Yeah, I've made a lot from buying and selling items that, isn't just shown in inventory value. So yeah, all of this started from nothing but a unpainted Pulsus wheel. Kind of crazy, but I mean, hey, if you put in the work, you're gonna succeed. As long as you put in the effort and the time, you will succeed. Bunch of I think Radiant Gush is an Rocket Pass item, not an RLCS reward. I'm pretty sure. Striker Black Razzle and Striker Cobalt, Striker Green. Oh wait, it's green. And Striker Purple. I was gonna say, is that unpainted? I don't remember what the unpaint color is. Let's see, what else is big in here? Anything else huge? Well, I know at least a few things that are huge. Assorted Striker painted Sacred items. I guess the non-crate imports in Striker and Score are pretty rare now, because I don't think they're releasing anymore. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Titanium White Shattered and a bunch of other Shattereds. Let's see, what else is big? Oh, the Showman Topper. Flump featured me in one of his videos about the Showman Topper, because it's one of the rarest items in the game. And he said in his video that my video was the only thing he could find on the internet that showed off this topper, or like showed any information about it or where it came from. And it came from a DLC. It was a Target exclusive in USA only, and if you bought it, pretty much you just got a code and redeemed it, and you were given that topper. Pretty simple to get. It was like $20, I think, for the toy or something, or maybe like $10. But yeah, it was a pretty cool item to get, and pretty cool that Flump featured me in a video about it. Bunch of different painted standard boosts. Tactician Black Stern. Couple other Black Sterns. Ah, jeez. Do I have my Striker White Sunburst still? Or did I get rid of it? I think I got rid of it. Oh, well, that gives me some peace of mind. I didn't still have my Striker White Sunburst at the time. Alright. Oh, jeez. So many items from crates, because I've opened up so many crates. Like, it's got to be in the tens of thousands by now, at this point in my YouTube career. Holy, so many items. If you're still watching this video, jeez, hit me with a like, because this kind of sucks that I lost all of this. Oh, jeez, here we go. All right, let's have a Veloci counter. All right, there's 2 more, so that's 4, 6, 12, 13, 14, next row, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28. So we're at 28, plus 40, 68, plus 41, 109. You heard that right. 109 Black Veloci. Right now, Black Veloci can quick sell for roughly $25 each. 109. And that's not including the fact that 3 of them are Striker. It's about, give or take, $2,500 to $2,700 in Black Veloci's alone on this account. Kind of sucks. But But I mean, I started with nothing but an unpainted Pulsus, and I've made plenty from it. So you know, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Jeez, it still hurts though. Psionics. Oh, geez, the original painted Striker Wonderment set from the Secret Santa series. Ooh. Fun story. Back in the day, only 8 Striker White Wonderments existed at one point in time, and they were worth about $600 to $700 each at the time. Now, I assume they're a lot lower, but way back when the Striker market was booming, and only 8 of these existed, and I owned 3 of the 8, they were pretty hard to come by, and collectors paid pretty high penny. I think actually I owned 4, and I sold one of them, but at the price that I paid for all 4 together, when I sold the one, I profited. So, like, meaning I kept the other 3 for essentially free and still made money off of it. It was pretty good. Pretty good times in the Striker market. Oh, jeez. All these old items. Oh, and here we go, the Zombas. Only true fans will remember where I got these. I think it was my 4th or 5th crate opening on my channel. My 4th or 5th crate opening on my YouTube channel. I opened up 50 Players' Choice crates and pulled the Striker White Zomba, which at the time of recording that video, which was about 3.5 years ago, I want to say. Almost 4, yeah, it was like 3.5 or 3 years ago, something like that. At the time, back then, it was $450 that this wheel would cost you. Today, you can get a Striker White Zomba for about $20. I really should have sold it, but it's nice to have it and have the story behind it. That's what I love about some of these items, and you know, having an amazing community like I do is where I can have those fun stories to share with you guys, and it's all about the memories, you know, because how many people, granted, you know, there's a handful of people that can say they've pulled Striker White Zombas from a crate, but the list isn't that big. Like, let me know in the comments if you've pulled a Striker White Zomba. But anyways, that was I guess, interesting little video of showcasing the most expensive, or I guess the richest banned account in Rocket League history. I hope you guys enjoyed the little informative video. And if you feel bad for me, hit that like button. I love you guys. See you next time. Peace out.